Hey, good morning, everyone. Jeff here at Beyond Freedom Family. Beautiful Friday morning here in New Hampshire. Nice cool weather, blue sky, sun's out, nice breeze. Man, it is gorgeous. Hope you guys had a great day yesterday. Hey, today I had this realization, and it's kind of an expansion on what we talked about yesterday. Where basically I was at the gym this morning. Excuse me, the dog's kind of wrapped this lead around my legs, and one of the things I've experienced here this past year is I found myself in a place with my workouts that I haven't been able to make gains. And despite all the effort I put into it and all the food I eat and supplements I take, I'm not making gains, and I find myself being tired. I've had some shoulder pains and issues with my shoulders and hips. And it's one of these things where I keep looking at it. Well, maybe if I take different supplements, or maybe if I eat more food, or maybe if I eat smaller meals. And it dawned on me this morning because I was in the middle of a leg workout. I was doing squats, and I was like, "You bozo, the law of least effort. What are you doing?" And I just all of a sudden came to my attention that I've been overtraining. Like, I was so caught up in the fact that, well, you know what? I'm going to keep training like I did 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, I've been training like that now for 3.5 years. I mean, why would I do otherwise? Geez, I can handle this. I've always trained this way. And it's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm thinking, well, look at yourself today, Jeff, because the weights that you're able to do on squats and feel comfortable with are a lot less than what you were doing last fall, last summer. So it's like I'm going backwards. It's like, wow, why didn't I see this? Obviously, my ego wouldn't let me see it. And I was like, all right, I got to change up my routine. I've been overtraining. It took me all this year of 2019 to finally come to the understanding that, hey, I've been pushing it too hard, trying to force results when it's the wrong thing I should do. And yesterday after doing that video on law of least effort, it's like, boy, oh boy, why didn't I see this? Well, again, obviously my ego didn't want me to see it. But I was reading today about, in the Vedic science, there's this principle. It's a principle of economy of effort, or the ability to do less and accomplish more. And sometimes, you just have to let go of the wheel. You have to turn things over to God, the universe. I'm not saying that things happen miraculously just because you can will them into existence. That certainly is not the case. Obviously, if we have a place that we want to be, or something we want to accomplish, something we want to do or be or have in our lives, we have to put in action and effort. We have to take inspired action. And, initially, there's a lot of action that goes into creation. It's like taking massive action. Sometimes you don't even know what to do, but you're just ignorance on fire, because that's what you got to do. But then sometimes we get to the point where you're almost there, but you just can't get it. And it seems like the more you push, the harder you work, the more effort you put into it, the more you drive yourself crazy, because it just keeps getting out of reach. And when we get to that place, it's where we have to let go, let God, or let go, let the universe. You got to take your hand off the wheel. You got to take your foot physically off the accelerator, and just keep with the momentum in your mind and your thoughts and your determination and your belief that what you're going for is going to happen. It's just you got to turn it over to somebody else, a higher power, and let it actually come to you by itself. Law of least effort. Imagine that. Gee, these things might actually work. Go figure. So actually it was great, because I was starting to get a little concerned with my workouts. Actually yesterday I had my annual physical, and all my blood work was awesome. And of course before that I'm thinking, maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm just tired all the time. I'm getting old. I can't do this. But everything is great. So this morning had that realization, like, oh my God, you dummy. You talk about this stuff, Jeff, but you let your ego get in the way on this one. So there we go. Completely changing up my routine. I'm going to go back to something I did 4 years ago to start. 3 days a week, yes, but a lot less. None of these days where I'm doing 19, 20 sets on one body part when I go to the gym. I guess I can't train like I'm 20 years old anymore. So anyway, there we are. So that's my thought for the day. The law of least effort. Sometimes, you do have to take massive action, but sometimes you get to that point, you just have to take your hands off the wheel and turn it over to God, the universe, and subscribe to the law of least effort. Do less and accomplish more. And with that, I wish you an amazing afternoon and weekend. You totally deserve it. And we'll see you next Monday.